Hey, welcome back, Forj Golf. You've probably seen the thumbnail, title. We have done it. I feel so blessed. Golf simulator. Look, check it out. I don't even have to be in a garage. We have this big room in our home that is just empty, except my gaming, editing, little setup here. Pretty excited. I have been playing sticky golf, as you can see. We picked this mat up from a local golf course. It is obviously used. That's why they're selling it. I got it for like $80 to $100. I can't remember. It was this winter. And I just threw it in here. And me and the family just been sticky golf. But we're taking it to the next level with the real deal. Golf simulation, baby. Let's go. I have the ceilings 11 foot. So I will never hit them with any club. Right here, where the impact screen is, it is a little more narrow than I wish it was, but I'm not complaining. It is 10 foot wide. And then, coming back here, it is about 15 and a half feet to this railing. Now the railing, I am going to ditch it because we are going to utilize the PC for the simulator, the software, and to run the projector. So 4 screws on both ends. Boom. Sayonara. Get out of here. I have a place for you. That way. Yep. Boom. Just bounce up there. And people can sit up there, jump down here on their turn. It's going to be awesome. Okay. So we got the mat. I can swing pretty comfortably myself. About 10 feet away from the wall. But I am kind of worried about Jack, Porter, and Eli. Hopefully they're not hitting down here. They came over, we did a little test, and it doesn't seem like from this 10-foot area that they're going to hit anything. Last night, we found this guy on our local classifieds. He was selling this Casio projector for $200. I did not know anything about projectors. I still barely do. But everyone online was talking about short throw, yada, yada, yada. I didn't know what that meant. I was seeing other people's builds, and like right above their impact screen, they have a little frame, and then their projector's shining down. But like I said, I don't know anything about him. So I talked to this guy who's super friendly, and he talked me into getting this one. He did have a short throw, but the short throw wasn't a laser projector. Apparently laser projectors are the newest technology in the projector game. They instantly turn on, which is cool. You don't have to wait for them to warm up. And he showed me this awesome website where I was able to do a calculation. So the calculation right up here, like I said, it's about 15 and a half feet. So the calculation from up here, 15 and a half feet over to the wall at a 4:3 aspect ratio, I am probably in about this area. So I do have some blackout spots down here and up here, but no complaints here. I'm just happy to have a golf simulator in the house, and my wife can learn to golf, my kids can learn to golf, me and my friends can get better at golfing, all utilizing this space. So my wife, back to the projector. Last night after we picked it up, she stood on her tippy toes and on the chair, held it up there, turned it on and shined it down here, got everything dialed, and then I took a couple swings just to see if I was casting a shadow. And thankfully I was not, except in the very back swing, there was just a little bit of top of my head and my club. No big deal. I'm sure Jackie Lyon Porter will show a little bit more, but who cares? Golf simulator in the house. Let's freaking go. Launch monitor. So, because I was saving a little bit of money, because I already had the PC, we found that for pretty cheap. We got the standard Carl's $230 impact screen. I'm going to do the DIY cage thing, which you'll see. And then this $100 mat. I am justifying getting a little bit more expensive launch monitor. I was pretty dang dead set on SkyTrack. And not just because I was finding them for like $8,000 to $1,000 on eBay, but because I actually liked the system when I initially was researching. It seemed like for the money, compared to the other ones out there, it was just fine. It did more than enough data to what I feel like is improve your game. However, there was a couple little things that I was not very excited or thrilled about. One being, as you hit, there was a delay before the tracer went onto the actual image. That's kind of annoying. I would have dealt with that. But the biggest drawback was mishits. People were saying it's like a non-register, 1 out of every 10, 20 hits. And so happens that it's always on everyone's best hit. And I didn't want that. That's super annoying. I also want to be able to work on my like 10, 15 yard chips, and I want to be able to putt. Those don't register on the SkyTrack. And I'm trying to forge my reality here. You can't forge your reality if you can't have a short game. You have to have a short game. So I started doing more research. I kind of was stuck on the bush now. The $3,000 one, that one seems pretty good. It is pretty good. Except that one doesn't do the club data. I'm not dead set on the club data, but the club data one is $3,500. So I was like, yeah, $3,000. It's going to pull the trigger. But then I found this March, Uneekor brought out the iMini Lite, the baby brother to the iMini. The Lite being that you can't take it. Doesn't have a battery, has to be plugged in, and doesn't have Wi-Fi. So you can't just take it out to the range unless you have a power source out there, which you probably don't. So iMini Lite, $2,750 for that unit. I will go here, plug it in, easy. That unit, compared to like a GC Quad, is pretty comparable. It is actually pretty awesome. And shout out to Uneekor for doing that for us everyday golfers. I know, $2,750 sounds like a lot. And it is. But if you have a boat, if you have a dirt bike that you're not using, go out and sell them. That's what I did. No big deal. Now we're forging a reality. Golf game, golf simulator in the house. Go do it in your garage. Or go buy the SkyTrack. Do it in your backyard. Anyways, it's all possible. are just leaving Home Depot. I feel like I'm going about this build as cheap as possible. We got the cheapest everything you can get, but also to make this as usable as possible. $180. That freaking hurts. The stupid inflation nowadays, I can't believe it. Like for the little corner pieces for the galvanized pipe or the EMT pipe, they're $10. So stupid. Anyways, we're gonna go back to the house. I have some measuring to do, some cutting to do, I'm sure. And then, yeah, we'll give you updates along the way. So what I have come up with is, looks like I'm cutting about 4 1/4 inches off of this. I think that's a pretty good fit. I'm just gonna go cut the rest of them. I'm just gonna be using like a little hacksaw. See? I marked the 4 1/4. It's roughly that. I mean, we have to remember, we're just building a golf simulator. Doesn't have to be ultra precise here. Trying to do the best I can though, obviously. I don't want something, crummy. Boom! That's for you, Eli. Sheesh, well, you want a forearm workout? That right there will do it. They're absolutely on fire. One to go. Where'd I put that stupid... Here. In the house. Little update. Carl's. That is the impact screen. It finally came in. Came in yesterday. We were also supposed to be getting the launch monitor yesterday, but everyone knows those. They suck. I had to sign for it. No one was home, so they just left that. No big deal though. In the meantime, while I was waiting, I got that sucker up. Super awkward, but we got it. So next step, I will be doing the impact screen. We'll see if it kind of squares everything up, and then up there in the ceiling, I will do the eye bolts and then hang this guy. Yeah, let's get it. Okay, knife people, let's go. That's 35. Anyways, before we do anything else, let's cut this open. So it did not come with those little grommet things. So I was worried about that. So ordered them. Look at all these balls. Well, that is super hard to get those corners on. But it looks like all the measurements are right. The size is right. It's just so difficult. We got the foam all around it. I think it's looking pretty sharp. It's huge. So that ladder, it's a 6-foot ladder. It's right up next to it, so it's pretty big. Big old 11-foot ceilings. And now my idea is to get the stud finder. We'll go find studs and I guess screw them in. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go like 8 inches away from the wall, 6 inches. When I was hitting into it earlier, it's got a lot of bounce, so I don't necessarily think it's gonna need a ton of room behind it. So, I don't know, maybe 8. But first, I don't know, look at this freaking mess. Stud finder, eye bolts. Ooh, beep, 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 beep. Oh my gosh, look at that stud. Big old deer. Dang. I don't know. Maybe 8 inches. We'll see. Alright, so I just got these hung. So what I did, I took some eye bolts. I found the studs, screwed them in. I have 2 large carabiners that I went around the frame and then connected the frame to the eye bolts so that this is free floating. I did that because this is a 10-foot room and I didn't want to bring a frame out on this wall just because I don't think I have the room. You'd have to, I don't know, I guess I could have done it. I just wanted to do something different. I thought that free floating it like this would help with the absorption, maybe with the sound. I don't know. I just wanted to be different than the typical DIY simulator build on YouTube. Now this is pretty typical, but I still want to try something different. I want to do my own thing. So as far as the sides go, up here in the corners, I am putting 2 eye bolts. I am going to run a wire and feed a couple blackout curtains through that wire and connect it over here. So I can slide them in and out. I can add some if I want to. Potentially, I'm gonna have to get some for the roof. I don't know yet. I've taken a couple shots with, I don't know, gap wedge, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna hit the ceiling from how far away I'm hitting. Anyways, after that I have to take this railing down. I still haven't hooked the projector up, so I have to do that. And then UPS took the launch monitor to CVS. I said that I could pick it up last night, which I could have, but we waited and waited for the email. Never updated to CVS until, I don't know, a couple hours ago. They finally were like, hey, yeah, it's on CVS. Well, I wish they would have just canceled the CVS thing and brought it right to me, since I'll be home all day. From there, software, I think. Cord management, because I have to, from the projector, run the cords from the launch monitor that's going to be in this area, run the cords, and I just kind of want it tidy. And then I think that should be it. There will be some unforeseen little things that I'll need. Like I said, maybe some curtain up top here. I don't know, I'm rambling. Anyways, update soon. I am finally at the point where I have this connected. So I have it connected up there. I have it connected up to there. So basically, what we have here is these sheets. And I'm just gonna thread these through. Maybe. Okay, there's one. Another one. One more. Behind you. So these are 5 foot by 10 foot in length. So I was going to do 3 over on this wall, since everyone that's going to use this is right-handed, and then 1 over on this little mini wall. But what I've done, just in case in the future I want to add more, I have hooks up to here, so I can just quickly connect it and disconnect it. Now let's see if my measuring is correct. Oh, jeez. Let's freaking go. That was a tight fit. See how tight it is? Holds good. I do want that all the way. I do kind of wish it went all the way to the bottom. Oh. I don't know, hopefully that will be somewhat shank proof. Huh? Not bad. Okay. I cannot do that by myself. This thing is way heavier than I thought. That's the idea. I'll go get some redheads. Those are special cement. You drill them in and then you can hit a little nut or nail down and it holds it into concrete. But yeah, we just have that drop off right there. Kind of sketch. And I think that is gonna look kind of sweet. These stupid things. Wow, that is gonna make a big difference. Yeah, I can get a little further back. Yeah, that's gonna be sweet. Also, because the computer, just hop up here. I don't know. It's gonna be sweet. Let's take a shot. Right here. Let's go. That bounce back. It's probably because I got that screen so tight. The only thing that I'm a little nervous is when I hit. If the launch monitor is sitting here, I don't want the launch monitor to get hit with the golf ball. That would not be ideal. Probably gonna go with the projector next. Well, sheesh, it has been a long day. Holy crap. Here we are, progression. Got that hung. This wiring is an issue. I thought I had HDMI back here. I ended up not. It ended up being a display port. So I went to Best Buy. I thought they had it, but I typed the wrong location. So that sucked. They ended up not having it. Had to end up going to Target, which, holy crap, blew my mind. Target ended up having a white extension cord and that weird display port to HDMI adapter. Who would have thought? I actually hate Target, but I'm actually really impressed. So I have a lot to go there. I tried to do some Velcro strips. It's not strong enough. So I'm trying to go like from here, down here, and around to the computer. Then I also have this plug and Ethernet for the launch monitor, and I have to connect them here and then back down the computer. But I just can't wait any longer. I'm just going to give up on that tonight because I've been sitting here patiently waiting to open the launch monitor. Knife guys? Huh? Check her out. freaking Yojimbo. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Let's see what it is all about. Don't want to cut it. Sketchy. Check out those cool signs. My gosh. This is $3,000 sitting here in this box. Huh. Well, it's wrapped pretty good. Cords. Don't tell me that's one of those adapters. Nope. Connect. Stickers for your clubs, I'm guessing. Okay, boring. Boring. Oh, it's all important, but gotta get to this baby. Dang, it's freaking heavy, I'll say that. Oh my gosh. This is a solid steel case. Everywhere online looked like it was plastic. Sheesh. I know you can't see it very well, but it's all flat black. Looking like an Xbox or something. Ooh. Okay. I am just tickled. I'm gonna get it all put together. Plug in that Ethernet cord right there. Probably run out to get a 2x4 or something. Get it off the ground. And then do the software. I was watching a video today, which kind of bums me out, because I was saying that Uneekor has its own software, and it has the Pro version, which is $200. But I did not realize that I need to buy that to be able to use GS Pro. So GS Pro, $250 annually, and then Uneekor has that $200 Pro version annually. That hurts. That's a lot of money. That's a brand new gun. Painful. Painful. Okay. I'm gonna get after it. Enough rambling. We are all completed. I have the cords. They're all nice and tidy. Projector's up, subscriptions are bought. And as you can see, GS Pro simulator in my house. So I had to go buy some wood and make a little protective box around this, because like I was saying, it does bounce back, and sometimes, well, I haven't hit it yet, or I hadn't hit it, still haven't hit it, but it is inevitable that it will get hit the way this screen is so tight. I also went and added pillows because of the way that this is suspended. Leaves a little opening, so the pillows are just there for protection. Also, that little thing, you can see where the ball is constantly coming back. It doesn't come back super hard. It just comes back, which honestly is kind of nice. Just grab your club and you're back to the next one. I would say overall this project was very easy. I would not say that you need to have like this super expensive, go to Carl's place or whomever and buy their kit. You could, they're nice, I'm sure. But doing it yourself is the play. I'm trying to think of how much I spent. Launch monitor with taxes and everything shipped was $2,900. The Home Depot stuff, $180. I already had the PC. Projector, like I said, was $200. Subscriptions, $200 plus that $250. Whatever that equals. I don't know. I'm not good at math. I don't wear a polo shirt after all. Pretty cheap. I'd say do this yourself. Forge your reality. If you even need to go buy that $800 SkyTrack from eBay and go to Temu and buy a couple nets. Do it in your garage. Do it in your backyard. Get better at golf. You can find these hitting mats that I've been using at probably all your local golf courses. They all get rid of them after the season or after a couple seasons because they just get hammered in use. They practically give them away. Go do that. So it's very possible to have golf simulation at your home, to golf year round if you live in a place where you can't. They get a lot of snow. You can't golf in the winter. This is going to be perfect to keep that swing in check. I appreciate you guys making it in a long video this long. You guys are awesome. If you don't mind, subscribe. Give a like, comment. If you have any questions on what I did, how I did it, let me know. I'll answer. I'm going to hit every one of you up if you comment. I promise. That being said, Forj Golf. Forge your reality. Let's get it, baby.